Hello everyone, my name is Wuza and welcome to Humankind OpenDev pre-alpha version. If you don't know what Humankind is, it's a new game coming out from Sega. It's a 4X game and damn, I'm excited. And today we're gonna take a look on the skill tree. Just a quick look on the OpenDev, what the skill tree looks like. So sit down, relax, and let's take a closer look how the skill tree in Humankind OpenDev looks like. Remember, it's pre-alpha. So yeah, I have been fooling around a little bit. I'm playing in the first scenario. It's you're playing as the Babylonians. It's pretty much you have been exploring around a little bit. We can see it's quite similar to, for example, Save games, or because we can see the yields and what, like this square here or hex. It gives food. We have production. If you hover over it, we can see food, industry, money, science. But that's not it. Today we're gonna take a closer look on the skill tree. And before we jump into the skill tree, it might look. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eras, and that we will play through. In this build, we can have access to the two first. At least it looks like that. There's 2 X's here, and there is no era goals and competitive deeds. There's none available. But here we can also see like some uniques, probably that we as Babylonians are good at. We scientists, astronomy house. And then Sabusakasti? I don't know if I pronounced that correct, but this is kind of cool thing that could be good to know. But they have a special ability. When we pick a city, Babylon, we can do this. Science mode. This mode will convert production, industry, and money production to science in this city. This mode can be deactivated at no cost after 5 turns, so this can really rush your science production. And I'm wondering if someone will break the science production in the game and just rush forward. At least in my head, it sounds really aggressive. But yeah, here's the science tree down in the left. And here we can see what's in progress. We have city defense, horsemanship, fishing, masonry, but it's actually the calendar that we're doing right now. Technology tree, this is just what's going on right now, and this one we are developing right now. And also how many turns are left. And we can also hover over these, see the benefits. Like for example, a granary, a storehouse for threshed grain, grain stockage, level 1 max, plus 5 food per number of territories, plus 1 farmer slot. So here we have the tech tree. If you're not currently research technology, the first one you click will be queued and progress will start. You're free to click on as many technologies as you want, and they will be researched in order. You can also click again, either to cancel it, research on a technology, or remove it from the queue. Don't forget that sometimes it serves to review your technology queue and adapt it for emergencies. Okay, that's a really handsome tip. Also, Empire bonus. Most of the science technologies unlock constructable game content, units, infrastructures, extensions, etc. Others, however, unlock a specific type of content called Empire bonuses. These bonuses are material and will immediately apply across your entire empire. Oh, so it will target everything. That's a cool mechanic. But yeah, still, this is just a tutorial. It's a pre-alpha build. So they said we could like click. And here we can see it goes. No, where's number 1? Ah, hydrology, 21 turns. Well, you know, maybe we don't need hydrology. Like, it takes 21 turns. But maybe it would be kind of cool to rush some kind of end game science. Or just pick carefully in the beginning. Like, first we go calendar, horsemanship, riding, or just push for some of the end game. We could take a closer look though. Like domestication is for taming and breeding wild animals, and calendar. Now that they are living in a permanent settlements, villagers want to track the changes of seasons and organize planting of crops. That makes sense. And the irrigation unlocks flood irrigation, public fountains. Like here we're gonna see stability in your cities will be a thing. If your citizens are not satisfied, you will be in trouble. There was also like beast. What else should we check? Let's take everything in order. Let's go back to carpentry. The art of woodworking is essential for bow making and lays the foundation for future constructions. And when you learn carpentry, you go into fishing, which leads to sailing. We can see it's a natural, and sailing later goes to trade expeditions. But here we're gonna also follow the tech tree. And before we can unlock trade expeditions, we have to unlock this branch. So first we have horses, and when we know about horses, here we have the wheel has to be invented, which leads us to start checking out hydrology, trade expedition. But this is interesting though. Here we have city defense. With the advent of permanent settlements, though naturally turns to security and defense, the earliest innovations are simple but effective. Like walls, palisades, and after that we have bronze working, forging the fiery crucibles. Bronze is stronger and more durable than copper. It transforms tools, weapons, and armor. Makes sense. We also have masonry, which unlocks the stoneworks. +1 industry on mountain, +5 industry and strategic resource. And also you see the red. Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong. Yeah, here you see resource prerequisite. See, I can't even talk. But yeah, there we see the small red icon. We can later recognize that red icon on different tiles on the map. So what I would do... copper. So yeah, so resource prerequisites. So this is the thing, copper. So bronze working, copper. Yeah, maybe we can also see technology not yet available, so we have to unlock stuff first. So yeah, and this is like I have time to check like a half an hour before I threw myself into the technology tree. But I was just thinking you guys might be interested in, you know, how you can push your country, your, like now for example Babylon. How can I make it the best start? How does the technology look like? So that's why I thought we could take a small look What do they have here? What's the bonuses? For example, here we get the fountain, public hygiene level 1, but you can later push to get the hygiene to level 2. So will be a thing just by analyzing the different things that we can unlock. We can get an idea how future future things that will be relevant throughout our games, and that's why I thought it could be quite interesting to see what we will be waiting to see in our upcoming games. Like before today, I didn't know public hygiene will be a thing. And that's why I'm thinking it's quite good for you to just sit down and get to know, okay, what is in the technology tree, and what should I think about, and what kind of mechanisms will be relevant. Yeah, this is pretty cool. City Watch. Formed of native citizens, the City Watch are well-equipped guardsmen helping to maintain order. Policing level 1, public servant slot, and stability on castle. And also unlocking a swordsman. And then we're getting to conquest, heavy cavalry. We also get the unit stats. And by clicking heavy cavalry, we are locking what we need. For example, Splendor, horsemanship. Get to riding, citizenship. But does it work if you just click here as well? Okay, we have to unclick first. So that can be a good thing to say. I think that you have to undo. If you have done some planning, for example, I want riding. It will pick what I need to get riding. Then I also have to untick it. So it's good to know. And the end tiers are pretty much parade, experience on creating unit per number of the same repeatable on settlement. Oh, so that's interesting. Horseman, a ballista. Okay, so we will have ballistas. We have custom farms, trading, taxation. So this is like the ancient part. And we can see up here, it's switching. Here we get the classical era. And then we remember here like 4 others as well. That's so interesting. So, and here we have a conquest. So outpost assimilation, modify attach outpost cost by -10%, and also capture an outpost of another empire when completing a ransack instead of destroying it. Oh, jeez, this is so cool. A foreign outpost, large and heavier than the Pentaconter, the Quadriere. Oh shit. Quadriere. I am so bad with the pronunciation. More rowers, more soldiers, more punch. Chat. Let me know down in the comments. So yeah, what do you think about this? I think it's like pretty simple to understand how this works. And of course, a lot of this might change. Like, will they add stages? If you compare it with like Civilization, it feels like this might be a little bit more simple. It's not many things added in here. Might be because just this one scenario. It might the layout might change a little bit, but I would say the layout is simple. It's easy to understand, and just by hovering over the pictures, I know what's happening. I'm kind of used to that when I hover over horsemanship. I would get to know what's happening. But here's like a little bit of lore. Using horses for simple tilling is one of the thing, but riding a steed into battle require another level of proficiency. And then we have the cost. And you see the 65 and the blue thingy. That's like the science cost. But then we also unlock the things from them by hovering over them. Okay, very interesting. Let me know, what do you think? Is this a good way to put out a technology tree? Pretty standard, and I wonder how this will evolve. Maybe more branches will evolve throughout the eras. This is just ancient era and classical era. So yeah, what do you please let me know. What do you think about Humankind so far? I think it looks super pretty, and I'm looking forward to throw myself into the game. And yeah, if you want more Humankind content, like, subscribe, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.